The Dutch arrive in North America. Henry Hudson was English, but he explored for the Dutch East India Company in the Netherlands. He had hoped to find a northeast passage, a shortcut by water from Europe to Asia. The Dutch East India Company hired Hudson to search north of Scandinavia and Russia. A storm kept Hudson from traveling east, so he decided to sail west to look for the Northwest Passage. Sailing along the North American coast in 1609, Hudson found a promising path. A great river entered the Atlantic Ocean. Hudson sailed his ship, the Half Moon, up the river. After about 150 miles, the river became too shallow to navigate. This river is now called the Hudson River. Hudson claimed the river and its valley for the Netherlands. The Dutch government gave the West Indian Company the right to manage the territory. The company also received a monopoly on the rich fur trade there. In 1634, 30 Dutch families arrived in the colony of New Netherlands. 3. Reading check. Identify and circle one settlement or colony of each European power. Discuss with a partner each location in relation to the other settlements. European colonies, mid-1600s. The growth of New Netherlands. The Dutch West India Company built a trading post at the south end of what is now Manhattan. The settlement of New Amsterdam quickly grew up around it. The shareholders of the company hoped they would get rich. New Netherlands traded in furs, timber, and tobacco. The colony also participated in the trade of enslaved Africans. The population of New Netherlands grew steadily and was diverse. The Dutch West India Company encouraged the arrival of settlers from all over Europe, including Germany, Sweden, Denmark, and elsewhere. New Netherlands was home to a small number of Jews, or people who practiced the Jewish religion. Peter Stuyvesant was governor of New Netherlands from 1647 to 1664. During this time, the colony grew in wealth and its population increased. Settlers in the southern part of the colony wanted to take over land from the Indians living there. In the north, the settlers relied on the Indians to supply furs for trade. They worked hard to build good relationships with the Indian groups. During this period, and in the 1700s, many white fur traders married American Indian women. This helped improve trade partnerships. New Sweden. One nearby colony that Peter Stuyvesant worried about was New Sweden. In 1637, a group of Dutch, German, and Swedish investors formed the New Sweden Company. Sweden wanted to profit from the rich tobacco and fur trade in North America. The company hired Peter Minuit to find land in North America that had not yet been claimed. He found available land between the English colony in Virginia and the Dutch colony in New Amsterdam. Minuit and the Swedish settlers arrived in 1638. Minuit bought the land from the local Algonquin Indians who were settled on large farms. The relationship between the two neighbors was peaceful. The colonists built a settlement and named it Fort Christina after the Swedish queen. Soon farms and other small settlements grew up. In 1655, Peter Stuyvesant attacked New Sweden and the Dutch captured the colony. Stuyvesant allowed New Sweden to remain a Swedish nation. Despite the capture, the colonists could choose their own government, hold on to their land, and continue to trade with the local Indian groups. 4. Reading check. Draw inferences. Analyze the drawing. What can you infer about the relationships between the Algonquin people and the Swedish colonists? Label the illustration with your ideas. Changes ahead. Throughout the 1600s, France and England continued to fight over territory in New France and New England. England would take land in New France, and France would push into the New England colonies. Wars in Europe also affected the colonies. For instance, war broke out between England and the Netherlands. England won the war. As a result, the Netherlands was forced to give up its rich colony in North America.